Hello, it's Sharon Taylor,
Hello.
CEO and founder of the Business Vision and Development Center. And I am here with Katrina Norman, the owner of the Beautiful Brown Rainbow LLC. Hi, Katrina.
Hi, Miss Taylor.
First, I want to tell you guys she is a recipient of a check from the DSLBD Dream Pitch, but we'll get into that in a little while later. But first, Katrina, tell me how you came up with the Beautiful Brown Rainbow and the giraffe as the name of your business.
Well, The Beautiful Brown Rainbow is actually a poem that I wrote back in 2010. A lot was going on in the city like it is now, and I accompanied a family member at one of the most tragic events over in Southeast, the South Capitol Street Massacre. And I just looked at all the faces of the people in the crowd. And then I went to work that next day and I wrote The Beautiful Brown Rainbow. It's the first time I ever wrote a poem. I shared it with my colleagues and they was like, girl, that joint nice. So, I submitted it for copyright and I got it copywritten in 2017 and I resigned from my job in February of 2020 and didn't know what I was going to do next. So I've always been a crafter. I've always loved arts and crafts and doing things by hand. So decided to start a DIY company under that same name.
But why do we have a giraffe? Why a giraffe,
So
not
the
an
giraffe, my
elephant?
daughter,
Go ahead.
yes, the giraffe comes from, so even prior to me knowing she was had this rare neurological disorder, I was already in the market to figure out what I wanted as a logo. I was looking at beautiful brown rainbows, all that, but when she was diagnosed with tethered cord syndrome, and the symbol for that is the giraffe. Keep your head to the sky, and your feet on the ground. I decided to go with that logo of a giraffe that is a constant reminder of her rare neurological disorder. So that is why I have the giraffe instead of something like people say sometimes, oh, you don't have anything artsy, no paintbrushes or anything like that. But that giraffe is sentimental to me. So it's a constant reminder of her disorder.
And what I can say about that is the name and the logo are both tied to an emotional event within you. And yes, I find that when you are tied to something emotionally, then you are going to persevere no matter what. It gives you purpose. It gives you purpose, yes, and you just keep on going. Now, let's talk a little bit about your products. What kind of products do you have?
So currently I make homemade soy candles. I started with paraffin blend as well as soy, and I've made some coconut apricot, but I just fell in love with soy candles. So with the soy wax, so I make soy candles by hand. I am currently in the production stage of doing prototypes for resin. I made these earrings.
I didn't make these, but go ahead.
I do a variety of projects with that, and I make sure that it's the toxic-free resin because I do have a 3-year-old daughter, and it's not as strong as the other resins. I also I'm going to embark on sewing, some abstract painting, maybe some pottery, just a variety of different arts and crafts that I want to share within the community to bring some type of entertainment, some type of outlet for the stresses of the world, because arts and crafts is a way to express yourself, and it's so necessary, and it's really lacking in our community, where someone can go and just walk into a place and have the opportunity to express themselves by creating something that they get to go home with. So my ultimate goal is to have a storefront one day, so that people can actually come in and visit and enjoy the experience, and just for a moment, like just to get a break from the reality of this world.
Yes. Now,
and especially in Ward 7, like east of the river,
my goodness,
ultimately my goal. Like I'm a Ward 7 resident.
Me
Been in
too.
Ward 7 all my life. Grew up in Venice Terrace. I have my home-based businesses in the same community. I was able to purchase my home in 2013, so kind of beat that rush. I'm still here. You know, my ultimate goal is I want to get back. I've always wanted to get back, but working a full-time job was a little challenging, especially being a single mom at that time with my oldest daughter, who's currently 22. So, um, you know, I have the opportunity now with my supportive husband. So I'm able to embark on something new and I love it. Like it doesn't feel like work.
Let me ask you, now I know that you have done some workshops in the community inside Ward 7, and I believe some outside of Ward 7. Tell me about your relationships with the rec centers and such in terms of your community service.
So I initially reached out to DPR. I was on a call from one of our council members, and they were looking for profit as well as nonprofit businesses to help out for the summertime to get the teens off the streets. So I listened to that call, and I reached out to the gentleman that was on there from DPR. You know, I was like, I want to volunteer. I'll sponsor the classes or whatever, and you know, they answered me. And I was able to go around to like Fort Stat, and I was so, oh my gosh, like I can't wait to go back again this year because I actually I'm doing an 8 series class this year.
Oh,
It just started on the 24th. I did Kenilworth just this Saturday. I have the Palisades this upcoming Saturday, and I have other ones around the city. So I'm gonna do Marvin Gaye Rec, been a starter, Raymond Rec, some
look
recs
at
like
you,
I
look at
just
you.
a variety of recs within the community. So I mean, I initially reached out to volunteer, and I have an opportunity now to share what I've learned and what I've acquired with other people, and it's a pure joy.
And what I want to say to those watching is that volunteerism and interning sometimes leads to bigger and brighter pastures. And it's always also a learning experience for us business owners. I will volunteer if there's a group I want to be a part of or get to know what they're doing. Whatever you need me to do, I'll make copies, I'll come up, help set up. But volunteerism and giving back to the community is key, because as you give and you get, not that you do it to get, but it's just the
Right.
life cycle. And we've talked about that as well, the gratitude, the giving back, and all of that. So I applaud you for that. Now, fast
Thank you.
forward to DSLBD and their dream pitch program. What was that? How many weeks? And how did it kind of work?
Oh, I can't say anything negative about DSLBD. I mean, the experience since I found out about them through the Anacostia Art Center TNA sessions, it has been nothing but a wealth of knowledge and resources. So I applied to the Dream Pitch, and it was an 8-week session, and it was with Congress Heights as well as Marshall Heights, and the resources were phenomenal. I mean, whether I won the money or not, it was the resources, the connections, the meeting the other entrepreneurs in Ward 7 and Ward 8 that, oh my gosh. I mean, it's some awesome entrepreneurs out here.
I know. When people
There's some
ask
great
me,
ideas.
when people ask me about starting a business, should I be in Maryland, Virginia, or DC? DC by far.
It's the best.
It is. They have more opportunities. They have the staff at DSLBD, DCRA.
It's phenomenal.
And I'm using acronyms that people may not be familiar with. But the hand holding that they do for our business owners, there are no words.
And they brought in resources. So even though it was DSLBD, like the Department of Tax and Revenue came in and spoke, the Department of Consumer and Regulatory Affairs spoke. Someone within DSLBD came in and spoke about a variety of programs that they offer. So the resources were awesome. Like, and the employees of DSLBD.
Oh my God.
Were so responsive. Like,
don't make me start shouting
it makes
out
me
names.
so comfortable. I don't want to shout out names either, but I will. Because there's some really awesome employees there. And
Shannon and Kate. Shannon and Kate are my two, and Tamika Wood, who is the one-on-one session when you need somebody sit with you to go through all this paperwork. So shout out.
Shout out. You guys are awesome. And this is not what's the word?
This is not a paid program.
I'm being honest. I'm being honest. It's not a brown nosing.
Yes. Yes.
I am keeping it 100 because they are really awesome. And it's great to work with people that they care. You can feel the energy of them caring, because some people appears like they make it seem like they want to help you, but they really, that don't be the case.
You know who I forgot to mention? Who? Caroline.
I don't know. I think I met Caroline.
Caroline is with the Aspire, but I love her too. So anyway,
I've met her. I think I met Caroline at Marshall Heights, and also at the library.
During your week, you said how many weeks was it?
It was 8 weeks.
And it was an hour a week?
Yes.
And
I think like an hour and a half, if I'm not mistaken.
And so as you went through your weeks, they were helping you to think about your business, structure, strategies, and then to culminate that in what we all want is investment and finance, which is your pitch. Is that how it kind of works?
It did. We kind of shared our stories, and we also had a story coach come in, Banga, came in and kind of helped us. Like, we did a practice pitch, and him and Shannon gave us feedback on our practice pitches before we did our final pitch. So, because like my initial pitch had the information about why I had the giraffe, but I do get emotional when I talk about it. So, they were like, is there any relation, between your business and the giraffe? I said, not other than the fact that not really, there's no correlation. So I removed that part from my pitch, which I think helped me though in the long run. Even though I was still nervous, like I said, I'm nervous now talking on camera. But it still was an experience that I do not regret. I loved every moment of it. It just was awesome. I mean, and then just to hear the other stories. Wow, like how people came up with their names, why people started their businesses. It just was an awesome experience all around.
And then I always think that if this person can do it and that person can do it, and the adversities that people face, then I don't want to hear any excuses. People are working job after job. They're single parents. They may be homeless, and people find their purpose in their passion in their business. And I find that sometimes the bigger the struggle, the better the business. It's like it's the energy behind it that brings them a lot of success.
It's definitely the energy, and the energy in the room when you're around all the creatives.
Oh my God, yeah.
Whether you're hand making something, whether you're producing something, whether you're, it was just a variety, whether you're teaching people yoga, like it was, or finances, it was just an awesome experience. And then you can connect with people, and build relationships as you go. So that was awesome.
So now you have your check in hand, and it's coming. So I'm sure you got a line item for every penny. And so so my ask of you is maybe in about 6 months, you come back, Tell us what you've done. Tell us
Mhm.
how you've grown over the past 6 months. Again,
Mhm.
we applaud you. I'm so proud to
Thank
share
you.
Ward 7 with you.
Thank
And
you.
again, one of the Ward 7 Dream Pitch recipients, Katrina Norman, and the
Yes.
beautiful Brown Rainbow. Katrina, can you tell us your social media so everybody can follow you? Your YouTube.
My YouTube is the Beautiful Brown Rainbow LLC. So I am a fairly new YouTuber. I've only been doing it for a year. But it's so fun. Like I love creating the videos. So that is my YouTube. My Instagram is the Beautiful Brown Rainbow. Um, and do have a Facebook. I'm not as active on my Facebook, but
Okay.
that's also the Beautiful Brown Rainbow. Normally everything is the Beautiful Brown Rainbow.
If people needed to contact you and they wanted to email you, you have an email address?
I do. They can email me at info@thebeautifulbrownrainbow.com.
And please reach out to Katrina. She has some amazing products. Support our small businesses, support Ward 7, support the District of Columbia. And thank you so much, Katrina, for taking the time out to talk to me. And we will see you soon.
Thank you. And community matters. Don't forget that.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss Taylor.
Bye.